God's advice today. God is sending many signs, but it seems like you are ignoring all of them. So please do not ignore this video, as it is a message from God's heart to bless your life today. Before we continue, please leave your like so that more people can be reached by this message, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Don't ignore this video and stay until the end. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. God said, "My beloved child, receive these words with reverence, for they did not come from men, but are the breath of my Spirit upon you. Before your existence, I had already set apart your days, and nothing you have lived has escaped my gaze. In the midst of your battles, when your strength seemed to fade, I sent my invisible help, and the heavens moved in your favor. Many do not understand that you do not walk alone, for there are heavenly armies fighting for you when you cannot fight." Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings are poured upon you daily. All of this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this practice can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take on this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Do not wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. It was the same in ancient days when my servant Daniel prayed and fasted with tears, and though the answer seemed delayed, it was already on the way. Then the archangel Michael appeared to intervene and declare victory over the darkness, as it is written, "But Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me." Daniel chapter 10 verse 13. This passage is more than history, it is revelation. The same Michael who stood in that battle stands beside you today. I command my angels to guard every step you take, and when the forces of evil rise against you, they will fight on your behalf, for you are my beloved child. Do not fear what men may say, nor the attacks that rise up, for greater is he who is with you than he who is in the world, and victory is already decreed over your life. Comment: I receive the voice of the Lord and accept his call. I know your fragility. I saw your falls when no one noticed. I felt your pain that you did not dare to share, and yet I remained at the door of your heart, knocking patiently, waiting for your response. Many have been lost because they preferred the sounds of this world to the whisper of my presence, but you have been set apart for something greater, for an eternal purpose, for an incorruptible inheritance that cannot be stained by time. You were not created for passing applause, but for eternity. And at this very moment, like a gentle breeze, I come upon you, not to impress, but to transform, not to entertain, but to save. This encounter is not coincidence but was prepared before the foundation of the world, for your destiny is not perdition but the abundant life that exists only in me. Comment: I receive the call of God and open myself to his voice. Do not think that your walk has been ignored by heaven. In every tear you shed, in every silence where your heart cried out, I was present. It was I who sustained you when your feet faltered, it was I who kept you when your strength seemed to fail. Now I tell you, this is a time of decision. Do not trivialize the holy, do not despise the eternal, do not let the distractions of the earth steal the revelation of heaven. Learn from Israel, who, even after seeing my works, hardened their hearts in the desert and lost the rest I had prepared. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as you did in the rebellion. Hebrews chapter 3 verse 15. My child, Do not choose the path of resistance but of surrender. For it is in brokenness that your life is restored, and it is in obedience that my glory is manifested upon you. I know you have sought meaning in many things and tried to fill your emptiness with pleasures, achievements, and recognition, but none of these could satisfy the space that only I can occupy. I saw your sleepless nights, I heard your deepest thoughts, and I wiped away your hidden tears. Even when you believed I was far away, I was closer than you could ever imagine. Today, my child, I say to you, enough of chasing what cannot satisfy. Turn back to me, for I do not reject you. I have loved you with everlasting love, a love that corrects, that lifts, that renews, and that never gives up. I have loved you with an everlasting love, therefore, with loving kindness I have drawn you. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 3. This is your hour, your time, your opportunity to choose life, eternity, and salvation. Do not choose the silence of perdition but the song of redemption. Comment, I leave behind emptiness and receive the everlasting love of the Father. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deepest beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It's something that has had a great impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to move in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to explore our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can discover how this technique may also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Do not fear when you perceive your fragility, for I am the beginning and the end, the one who gives and takes the breath of life. Your days are not under your control but in my hands. It was not you who chose to be born, nor will it be you who determines the day of departure, but in all things my sovereignty prevails. I did not bring you this far to abandon you, but to renew your hope. I am the specialist in turning deserts into springs, opening paths where there is no way, and bringing life where there seemed only death. Even if you have failed, even if you have grown weary, I declare, there is a new beginning for you. For I did not promise the absence of battles, but I promised my presence in all of them. I did not promise the absence of tears, but I promised to collect each one of them and transform them into seeds of victory. My child, this word is not just text before your eyes, but life breathed into your spirit. This is a holy call, an eternal summons, an opportunity heaven has opened for you at this hour. You were not created to live in the shallowness of passing things but for a higher calling, for a greater purpose. Time does not wait, but I tell you, there is a future of hope reserved for those who remain in me. I do not offer you religion but living relationship. I do not offer rituals but presence. I do not offer human speeches but revelation that changes history. If you surrender your heart, I will make all things new in your life and I will transform you from glory to glory until your light shines as a testimony before men. Every step you've taken, every sigh, every silent thought, every doubt that settled in your heart, all has been seen by me even before you existed. Time is urgent, and the world shouts 1,000 voices trying to steal your attention, but there is only one voice that brings life, mine. I am the one who sustains you, who knows your paths from the womb of your mother. Nothing you have lived has escaped my gaze, nothing that has weighed upon you went unanswered. Even when your days were dark and your shoulders seemed unable to bear, I was with you, even if you did not realize it. Many have told you that you are worth nothing, that your life has no purpose, that your mistakes are too great to be forgiven. But I, who neither lie nor fail, remain faithful. What the world offered you could not satisfy your soul, but I am the source that never runs dry, the light that never fades. Every cry, every disappointment, every failed attempt to find comfort outside of me has been carefully observed, and my spirit has always been ready to sustain you. Comment, I trust in the unfailing love of God. Do not fear, for I do not come like men who forget or fail. My presence is constant, and my mercy knows no bounds. I did not come to seek the perfect, but the broken, not those who already feel saved, but the weary, those carrying invisible wounds, those who cry out in silence and no one hears. Hear what the prophet Isaiah said, though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow, though they are red like crimson, they shall become like wool. Isaiah 1 verse 18. My child, no matter how stained your story is, my forgiveness is greater than your mistakes, and my love is unwavering in the face of your weakness. Even when you hid your tears and pretended to be strong, I saw your soul, I knew your suffering, and my desire is to restore what was lost. No sin is too great for my grace, no shadow too dark for my light to dispel. Comment, my heart opens to divine forgiveness. I know you fear rejection, that you fear your mistakes define your life, that you fear your paths are too far for me to reach. But listen to me, my child, for this is exactly why I came. I do not seek those who consider themselves strong, I seek those who feel weak, those who crawl inside while smiling outside. The Archangel Michael declared, I am your guardian, I raise my sword to protect those the Lord has chosen. No one can touch you while I am with you. Revelation 12 verses 7-8, adapted. You are my chosen, and while many might tell you there is no hope, I tell you that my mercy covers all your failings. Even when you felt alone, even when you doubted me, I did not withdraw my hand from you. Every tear of yours was counted, every despair recorded, every night of loneliness observed with love. I am here, not as a visitor, but as the father returning to embrace his lost child, as the faithful friend who never tires of sitting with you at the table, as the healer who restores what seemed beyond repair. Comment, my life is in the hands of the Lord. Child, do not keep the door you have long locked closed. Do not resist the hand that created you, the love that never abandoned you. I see your pride, I see your shame, I see your fear, but I want you to know that none of this keeps me from you. Allow me to enter your life, even just a little, even if your heart hesitates. I will not destroy what you yourself have closed, I only invite you to open it and experience my peace. I want to show you who you truly are, not by what the world says, nor by what your enemies whispered, nor by what you believed after suffering so much. I will reveal your essence, chosen, loved, called even before your existence. Before you existed, I already knew you. Before you erred or succeeded, I already loved you. Every tear of yours has been collected, every wound observed, every moment of despair accompanied with care and attention. Comment, I surrender to the Father's presence. Beloved child, the time has come to restore all that was lost. All the emptiness, all the pain, all the loneliness, I have come to fill. I do not come with human formulas, but with the power of my Spirit. Do not fear your story or your failures, for I do not judge you by what you were, but by what I am able to accomplish in you. When you wept without words, I was gathering your tears as precious pearls. When you felt rejected, I was embracing you in spirit. When no one understood your steps, I was already guiding you in the right direction. Now, my child, it is time to return, to let go of pride, shame, and fear. What you lost, I will restore. What the enemy tried to steal, I return in abundance. Your entire story, even marked by pain, will be used to manifest my power and my glory in your life. Comment, I accept the Lord's restoration. Do not run, do not close your eyes, do not return to the noise that pulled you away. Stay with me, listen to me, for I have prepared something deep just for you. From the beginning, I laid the foundations of the earth, set the boundaries of the seas, and have watched every detail of your life. Every thought of yours, every painful memory, every secret kept, I know. I have seen your moments of despair, your struggle to remain whole, your silent pain that no one noticed. Yet I did not withdraw, I did not abandon you. My love is faithful, my mercy infinite, my presence constant. Open your heart, beloved child. Allow me to heal, to restore, to transform your story. You are mine, and I bring you true life, life with purpose, life with eternity. It is time to be reborn, to realize you were never alone, to experience the fullness of my love that never fails. Comment, I live in the Lord's eternal love. As the prophet Isaiah said, before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I sanctified you. Isaiah chapter 49 verse 1. You were not born by chance. Every generation that received you, every challenge you faced, every stumble that made you doubt your own strength, I saw it all. I observed your heart when no one else could. I felt your pain even before you could put it into words. Every time you felt lost, I was there, not to judge, but to embrace you. There is no condemnation in my presence. There is compassion and a deep desire to restore you. And when you thought that the riches of the world, the applause, or knowledge could fill the emptiness within you, I remained as the spring that never runs dry. No earthly treasure can occupy the place reserved for the eternal. No human distraction can silence the cry of the Spirit that seeks the Creator. You were made to walk in communion with me, to reflect my image, to live under my light. Comment, my heart finds rest in the Creator. The Archangel Michael whispered over your story, even when you could not perceive his presence. Behold, I send an angel before you to guard you on the way and bring you to the place I have prepared. Exodus chapter 23 verse 20. I know every decision you made to try to protect yourself, every wall you built around your life, every tower you believed would give you security. I saw when you trusted in your own strength, when you sought refuge in fragile structures, and even then, I did not leave you alone. My grace remained with you in every fall, every mistake, every illusion of independence. The world promised freedom but delivered chains, it promised success but sowed pride, it promised pleasure but left emptiness. The voice of creatures often becomes deception, leading you away from the eternal purpose. But I have not changed. I am still the same holy God, dwelling in inaccessible light, yet I drew near to you by pure grace so that you could know me. Comment, my strength is renewed in the Lord. My law is not a burden, my commandments are not a prison, they are a shield and a guide for your life. My justice is firm, but my mercy is broader than the heavens. I saw your mistakes, yet I did not turn away in disdain. I came not to accuse, but to lift you up, not to destroy, but to restore. I am the potter who transforms the broken vessel into an object of honor. I do not seek your perfection, but your sincerity. I do not expect great feats, but a surrendered heart. Even before your first mistake, I already knew your heart, and still, I poured out my love upon you. My sacrifice did not depend on your goodness, but on my eternal commitment to you. You do not need to earn my favor. It is given as a gift, only to be received with humility. I am closer than your very breath, more real than your thoughts, and steadier than your emotions. When you grow weary, I give strength. When your soul withers, I am the living water. When your mind confuses, I am eternal wisdom. Comment, I am sustained by God's infinite love. I know every wound you have hidden, every pain buried deep in your soul. You do not need to adorn your past, justify your mistakes, or wear masks before me. I see your heart, and that is enough. If you give me access, I will reveal a transformed life to you. I do not promise the absence of trials, but I guarantee purpose. I do not promise the absence of struggle, but I guarantee victory. I do not promise the absence of tears, but I guarantee comfort. What the world has broken, I can heal. What the enemy has stolen, I can restore. What you believed lost forever, I can make new. You are part of my story. Nothing in your life is outside of my plan. Even when you turned away, I left signs for you to find your way back. There will always be traces of my love, signs of my care, reminders of my faithfulness. You are not alone, you never have been, and you never will be. Beloved child, trust. Every tear, every pain, every night of uncertainty, all has been observed and cared for by me. My gaze has never turned away from you, my hand has never ceased to support you, and my voice has never stopped calling you. The world may try to deceive you, draw you away from me, or confuse you, but my presence is firm and eternal. I am the one who restores, who lifts, who renews. Every step you take toward me is met with invisible blessings, with signs that strengthen your faith, with comfort that soothes your soul. Do not fear what is to come. Every challenge, every tear, and every struggle has an eternal purpose, and I am with you in every moment. Walk in confidence, for nothing the world can offer compares to my presence, to my faithfulness, and to my unfailing love. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from my eternal care. My dear child, receive these words as a breath of my presence in your life. The moment you are living now is not by chance, nor is it the result of accident. It was written by me even before you existed. Every challenge you have faced, every tear you have shed, every silent doubt you have kept in your heart, I have seen. No pain goes unnoticed before my eyes. No moment of silence escapes my attention. The life granted to you carries purposes that the world often cannot understand. So do not let the accusing voice that is not from me divert you from the path I have laid out for you. I did not come to condemn you, nor to crush you. I came to rescue you from the abyss, and no one can snatch you from my hand when you choose to return. Comment, I trust in God's faithfulness. He never abandons me. Before you formed your first thoughts, I had already prepared your path. Remember the words of the prophet Isaiah, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born I sanctified you." Isaiah chapter 49 verse 1. Everything you experience now, whether pain or joy, has a sacred purpose. I see what man cannot see. I know your motives, your deepest desires, the thoughts you cannot even explain to yourself. Yet I do not turn away when I witness your flaws, your uncertainties, your weaknesses. My faithfulness does not depend on your consistency but on my eternal promise. I am the one who remains when everyone else has gone. I have seen your moments of silence, those in which your heart felt weak, when you lifted your eyes to heaven seeking answers and found only silence. Every tear that fell, I gathered. Every sigh that seemed lost, I heard. Comment, I take refuge in God's love, He sustains me in every moment. Even when you feel life is too heavy and burdens exceed your strength, I am with you. Remember the scripture, cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7. None of your pains are ignored, no anguish is too small in my eyes. I am not distant or cold in walking alongside you. My love is a living fire, constant, even when you no longer have strength to seek it. You were created for fullness, for a life that transcends circumstances and anchors in my presence. You were not called to live in inner ruins, but to peace that surpasses all understanding. True life is not built on ego, appearances, or human logic, but on the truth I reveal. Align your soul with me, and you will find deep and lasting rest. Comment, I entrust my worries to God, He is my strength and protection. My beloved child, many of the doors that close before you are not signs of rejection but of protection. I do not want you to live in deception or build on fragile foundations. Some barriers you have raised were out of fear, fear of being hurt, fear of trusting again, fear of hoping and being disappointed. Yet when you seek me sincerely, nothing can remain hidden. I never confuse my correction with rejection, my silence with absence, or my judgment with eternal condemnation. My word endures, and every promise will be fulfilled. When the structures of the world collapse around you, it is not because I have been absent. Sometimes I allow what is unstable to fall so that only what has an eternal foundation remains. Do not seek security in the fleeting, but build yourself on what is eternal, on what does not bend, break, or fade with time. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If you liked it, please write Amen and share this message with someone who also needs to hear it. I invite you to click on the first comment where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.